Are you saying where you come from, everybody has the same hair color as you? She said, yep. Dylan said, so you nothing special there. She nothing like Jess, and she not anything resembling a real night raven. She trash. Why you bring her here? What's up, y'all? We back. First and foremost, RIP to my good sis, Solana. RIP. Second of all, we are on a revenge tour. We are on a revenge tour with Mara. I put my hand around that woman's throat last time. Listen, I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's go. It's episode 22, a changeover. All right, I ain't in no hurry to go home no more, Your Majesty. I'm going to take that ruby tiara off your hideous head, and you'll bear witness as I take everything you once had. Anything you currently possess or plan to take, bit by bit, I'll have them all as you helplessly watch it happen. At the end, death will be the only thing you seek. If you ask me nicely by then, maybe I'll finally put you out of your misery. Look at her. Look at you shook. Queen Mara is definitely pacified by your unforeseen outburst. But she is Queen Mara after all. Though her eyes are still squirming with uncertainty, the cunning woman forces a sly smirk. She said, you can threaten me all you want, loud. If I manage to stay away from everything all this time, there is nothing you can do to me, especially a lowborn with no power. I guess you do have one power, the ability to spread your legs without shame. Okay, in the past, you would have given Mara a cheeky response, but that part of you is long gone, along with Solana. Okay, we'll see about that, girl. We'll see. You'll be surprised by how little you know about me. You don't know me. You don't know me. Good night. Okay, another sleepless night, y'all. How can you fall asleep when every time you close your eyes, you just end up replaying Solana's last words over and over again? Queen Mara is still living and breathing. It felt good to give her a piece of your mind, sure, but nothing has changed yet. Okay, what can I do to take down the queen? Let's think about this. There's got to be something I can do. Okay, can we actually spread our legs to King Cletus? Maybe that'll help. I'm not sleeping till I come up with something. I'm leaving here with something. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'll sleep when I die. Okay, here go the king, y'all. Speaking of the devil, he said, Jess. Okay, I don't even want to look at him at this point. Sure, you plan to take the ruby tiara at some point, but Solana isn't even cold in the grave yet. Okay, I let out a dry laugh. Okay, what's the high and mighty king of Ethania doing in the concubine quarter? He said, Jess, please, look at me. He lets out a heavy sigh. You and Ethania are the only two things I care about. I had to let Mara off easy because of the influence of House Salvador. They have a well-trained militia and enough gold to buy an army. Even my father hated to admit that, but marrying the daughter of House Salvador was a means to contain the biggest threat within Ethania. Okay, hearing the sincerity in King Cletus' tone, you finally turn around, but you still refuse to look him in the eye or say a word. He said, seeing you like this agonizes me more than anything, Jess. And I hate myself for being the bootless king in front of you. Okay, I don't know if you're telling the truth or not. He said, Jess, I'm going to stop coddling House Salvador, but I'm not strong enough. I need your help. What you want from me? I mean, you the king. If you ain't strong enough to take action, what I'm supposed to do? He said, here, take a look at this. Okay, he puts a piece of paper in my hand. Okay, what's this? He said it's a royal decree. I'm going to disband House Salvador's militia. Not just House Salvador. I'm disbanding all houses' militia. But I have to wait for a good time, just so I will not tip off Lord Rick. Jess, I don't expect you to forgive me, but if I'm to do this to avenge Solana, I need you. Not just your influence among the commoners, but also the courage you give me. Okay, this is probably the best time for me to incite him. Okay, then give me the power to assist you, Your Majesty. Give me the azure tiara. Look at him. He said, I can't, Jess. We have not consummated our marriage yet. Until our marriage has become legitimate, I cannot give you a title higher than crown concubine. Okay, I can't even get him to give me the azure tiara. How am I gonna take the ruby one? This whole plan to take down Mara would just be a joke. Okay, I need to become a madam no matter what. Y'all, I was just joking about spreading my legs, but this is an option. This is an option that I can take. Y'all listen, I'm on a revenge path right now. We about to be more savage because my good sis is dead. They killed my good sis. We about to spread our legs. We about to spread our legs for this tiara. We about to consummate the marriage. Come on. Come on in. You want to give me the tiara no other way? Come on. With your mind made up, you approach the confused King Cletus and brush your lips softly against his lips. Y'all, fitting your curves against him as he gasps with excitement. You pull away just as King Cletus leans forward for a real kiss. He said, "You are driving me crazy, Jess." Okay, with your eyes fixated on his, you slowly slide the dress off your shoulders, revealing the edge of your corset as the king stares with longing and desire. Look at me just brushing myself off, y'all. Okay, your majesty. I grow tired of wearing this dress and this little crown on my head. I think it's time you give me something better to wear, period. He said, "You know I would give you anything within my power, Jess. I always have." Okay, well, maybe it's time for me to be truly yours. He said, "You willing to do this just for the Azure Tiara? Or are you finally?" I said, "Do you want to do this, bro? You're doing a whole lot of talking for somebody who been trying to get at me since day one. You know what I'm saying?" The king smiles shyly as his eyes linger on your exposed corset. He said, "I think about it every day. I just thought, okay, then what you waiting for?" Okay, after a hesitant pause, he grabs your waist and presses your back against the window, sealing your surprised gasp with a deep, passionate kiss. You may not return King Cletus's affection, but still, we got to get it back in Mars. You know what I'm saying? It's not too bad to have a little distraction from this cruel world. Pretending you're not a part of all this grim stuff, even just for one night. You close your eyes and let the world fade away. As his hands part from your waist, reaching up the lace edges of your dress, following the sound of, oh, look, y'all, my clothes changed. Following the sound of fabric tearing, your corset is separated, making way as his lips move downward, tasting every inch of your skin with thirst. Okay, look, I told you that man feeling the kid, you know what I'm saying? Look at him naked, y'all! Finally, with thirstiness in his eyes, he lifts you up by your hips as you gulp with bewilderment. He said, "I waited so long for this, Jess." Okay, I'm all yours, your majesty. Your back brushes up and down the window as he buries his face on your shoulder, exhaling warm breaths to the side of your neck. Oh my God. It's amazing what human flesh can do. Okay, all right, let's get it over with. You grow more and more tense from mouth to feet as the Athenian king solder to you. Ultimately, as the wave of shivers passes through the both of you, he lifts his head up, sealing your lips with a passionate kiss. Look at me, y'all. He said, "I love you, Jess, so much." You respond to the affectionate king with a bashful smile. King Cletus smiles warmly and plants a tender kiss on your lips. Okay, so when do I get... Oh, shoot, look at... Y'all, we back dressed again. With silence, the both of you pick up the pieces of clothing scattered all over the floor. King Cletus smiles bashfully as he notices the huge tear on your dress. He said, "I'll send the tailors here first thing in the morning and get your madam attire done, period. Thank you, your majesty." He said, "Well then, it's gonna be a long day tomorrow. I'll let you rest." Okay, y'all, look. He said, "Good night, Jess." All right, good night, bro. Y'all, look, all I had to do was just bust it wide open one time. Just one time, and I done already got promoted. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, career progression. You know what I'm saying? The point of no return. My path has been chosen, and from this point onward, I'll do whatever it takes to achieve my goal, right? No double taking. No mercy to those who stand against me. Look, oh shoot, look at me, y'all. That tear coming down my eyes. I'll avenge you, Solana, right? Drop kick that Mara woman, you know what I'm saying? Alright, y'all, the next morning. Alright, this is the kingdom of Lotharic. Okay, y'all, this is Queen Giselle. She said, "You grace Lotharic with your presence. I'm absolutely honored, Queen Julian. Thank you for coming." Queen Julian said, "You're too kind, Queen Giselle. I'm just an old woman in a fancy gown." Giselle said that I'm just a naive woman in another fancy gown. Look, Queen Julian, I understand we're here to discuss our alliance for the good of our kingdoms, but I'd much rather base this alliance on our mutual friendship. She said that we should probably stop with these formalities, girl. Giselle said, "Indeed, girl." Okay, y'all, look at look at the guard. Okay, Guard Captain Vivian said, "I unloaded the carriage, your majesty." Vivian said, "It's good to see you again, Queen Giselle." Giselle said, "The way you walk, is the leg wound from the duel still not healed?" Vivian said, "It's healed, your majesty. But Princess Maria shattered my ankle. Even the best medicine cannot heal that. Giselle said, it seems like your shattered bones were not aligned properly before they healed, making your foot slightly shorter afterwards. Vivian said, I may be crippled, but I'm thankful I can still protect my queen, your majesty. Giselle said, I have no doubt about that. Julia said, Lothric is well known for its superior medicament for every sickness. Do you think your highly skilled physicians can help her? Giselle said, Lothric may have a few remarkable physicians, but the best reparation methods only pass down through the royal bloodline. With my skills, I can make you walk freely again, but it's gonna hurt a lot, girl. Julia said, I can't ask you to heal my guard captain, girl. You the queen of Lothric. Giselle said, I'm also the best physician in all 5 kingdoms, Julia. Period. I spent my life studying the way of healing. What good would it do if I just sit on my throne instead of putting my knowledge to good use? Vivian said, Your Majesty, I'm just a... She said, no, girl, I'm gonna cut you off there and ask you one question. You want to be able to run again? Or nah? She said, more than anything, Your Majesty. Giselle said, then I'll be up front. Your leg is already healed with the unaligned bone fragments. In order to fix this, I'll have to cut your leg open. Then I'll have to break your bones apart again and realign them properly. It's gonna hurt. Vivian said, I don't fear pain, girl. I just want to be able to fight like I used to for my queen. Giselle said, then I'll make it happen for Queen Julian. Vivian said, thank you, Your Majesty. I didn't know Giselle was a doctor. I didn't know that. Oh, that's that man I helped, y'all. Okay, this is the Lotharic courier. He said, Your Majesties, all 30 bolts of Zubia silk have been delivered to the stockroom. Giselle said, you a bit later than usual, boy. Was everything all right? He said, a tree fell down on me when I was passing through Ethania. Fortunately, with the help of 2 Ethanians, I made it back alive. She said, did you catch their names? I'd like to notify King Cletus and offer them a token of gratitude. Such act of kindness should not go unrewarded. The courier said, indeed, Your Majesty. The woman who made the decision to save me has some really dark toned hair. I don't think I've ever seen anyone with such hair color before. Giselle said, dark toned hair? Would it be? Vivian said, that's probably concubine Jess. The courier said, yeah, that was her name. Wait, concubine? Giselle said, yeah, you were saved by the most remarkable woman in Ethania. Queen Julian said, helping a stranger in need does sound like what Jess does. Giselle said, knowing Jess, she's not going to take any token of gratitude. She's a very honorable woman after all. Send word to King Cletus. I'd like to thank her properly during the next grand conference. Okay, the courier said, I'll get right on it, Your Majesty. Giselle said, it's not urgent. You can do it tomorrow morning. Go get some rest now. You deserve it. He said, thank you. Okay. Please excuse me, Your Majesty. Giselle said, well, Guard Captain Vivian, let's get you running again, okay? All right, back at Ethania. Look at me, y'all! The tailor said, this is the standard madam attire that goes with the Azure Tiara, Your Grace. The tailor said, by His Majesty's order, we have prepared 2 additional attire for you to choose from. They're not in standard format. This shows how special you are to His Majesty. Even Madame Raquel didn't have a choice in this matter. Please, Your Grace, try them on. Okay. Okay, I think this is the standard blue sequin dress, right? Okay, that one. And then deep blue petal. Ooh, y'all kind of like that. I like the navy. And then the grand Skype. Mm-mm. Yeah, we gonna go with this deep blue. Cause, that first one looked a little too much like, whoever that lady is that I had beef with, Bianca, wasn't she the Azure Tiara woman? That looked too close to hers, so we got to go with our own thing. You know what I'm saying? So let's go with this dress. The tailor said, you look beautiful no matter what you wear, Your Grace. I know. The tailor said, with your permission, I'm going to set your hair now, Your Grace. Okay, I can choose how I want it. She said, all tiara wearers tend to follow the traditional braided hair updo, Your Grace. Even Her Majesty is using the same hairstyle. Okay, braided hair updo it is. Okay, strand by strand. Oh, I don't like that updo. I know which one they talk about. I don't like that. Okay, strand by strand, the tailor carefully braided your hair and fixed them up around your Azure tiara. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like my hair like that. Okay, she said, Your Grace. The tailor is interrupted by a loud knock on your door. Okay, following the sound of the door creaking open, the 3 of you glance at the door. Okay, look at King Cletus. His eyes sparkles as he sees you in your new attire, period. Look at me. He said, you ready for the ceremony? Okay, almost. Just finishing my hair. He said, why are you tying it up? It's such a waste for your beautiful dark hair. That's what I'm saying. I said, it's tradition, Your Majesty. I have no choice. He said, since when did you start caring about traditions, girl? Oh, I don't. I don't. King Cletus raises his voice at the tailors behind you. Look at him with his hands on his hips. Do Jess's hair how she wants it. Always give her a choice. She is second only to the queen now. Period. Period. What about that other lady? Raquel? Is that her name? Ain't she a madam too? It don't matter. I'm second to the queen. The tailor said, yes, Your Majesty. Please forgive us. How would you like your hair done, Your Grace? Okay, leave it up. Hold on. Leave my hair the way it was. Choosing a hair that I like is one thing. The most important thing is how much this gonna piss the queen off, right? She gonna see how powerless she is against me. The moment I step foot in the grand hall, the war shall be started. There's no going back. Look, I'm on a revenge tour, you know what I'm saying? King Cletus said, is my beautiful madam ready for her ceremony now? Yes. Yes, I am. And ready to drop kick Queen Mara. Let's do it. Alright, when you were promoted to crown concubine overnight, King Cletus did make it very informal. But the Azure Tiara is not to be taken lightly. To get their hands on this very tiny piece of hair jewelry, women have sacrificed their pride, turned against their friends, endured pain that they had never even imagined when they entered the draft. All that just to ensure a better future for themselves, for their families. As for you, an outsider, you only have one purpose. Retribution. Right. Revenge tour. You know what I'm saying? Here you are, listening as Queen Mara explains the meaning of being a madam, smiling like this is just another sunny day in Ethania, as if she's already forgotten about your little display in her chamber last night. Seems like she knows better than letting the whole 5 kingdoms know how a little crown concubine was scaring her to death. Moreover, everyone in the palace is aware of how protective King Cletus is of you by now. Seriously, he pissed off the king of the strongest kingdom just to keep you here. Something Queen Mara knows her husband wouldn't do for her, right? Even in a time when she was actually young and beautiful. Not no more. Definitely not now, you know what I'm saying? To eliminate a threat like you, she needs to tread lightly, not just for herself, but also for House Salvador. Queen Mara said, as the bearer of the Azure Tiara, you are the left hand of the queen. You, along with Madame Raquel as my right hand, are responsible for various court duties. Mostly tedious tasks, like rationing supplies among empresses. I understand you have other duties outside the palace. To ease your burden, I will be handling them with Madame Raquel. Okay, she tried to leave me out on the decision making. Alright, I'm not going to shade her in front of everybody. I want to, but I'm not going to shade her in front of everybody. I'm not going to neglect my duties as a madam, girl. What do you mean? Thank you for your consideration. I do have duties outside the palace, but it'll only take up afternoons. I don't wish to neglect my duties, sis. I'll try my best to make time for them. It'll be good training for me, too. When I become queen, you know what I'm saying? Queen Mara glances at you with calculation in her eyes. She said, if you think you can handle them, who am I to stop a hard worker? Okay, she's going to keep finding ways to keep me out of her secrets. I'm going to have to be very careful. Mara said, the Azure Tiara has been vacant for quite some time. I look forward to finally having some assistance from you, Madam Jess. Okay, of course, Your Majesty. I have a lot to learn from you. She said, that's pretty much it for the ceremony. Do you have something you wish to add, Your Majesty? King Cletus said, actually, I do have a task for Madam Jess. Madam Jess, y'all? He said it's a simple task, but important nonetheless. Okay, what's on your mind, bro? With love in his eyes, King Cletus turns his gaze to the infant in Raven's arms. Oh, that's Solana's baby. That's my nephew. He said, why don't you name the second prince of Ethania? Okay, if only Solana could name her son herself. Okay, focus, Jess. This is not time for grieving. Okay, please allow me to thank Your Majesty. Y'all, I don't have to. Oh my God. Y'all, I did not think I was going to have to do this. Y'all, what is the name of the baby? What's the name of the baby going to be? Y'all, we naming the baby CJ for Cletus Jr. We're going to name the baby CJ. Let's do it. How about CJ, Your Majesty? He said, Prince CJ is a great name indeed. I know it is. I just thought of it off the top of my head, too. He said, I'm sure Solana would have liked this name, too. Don't talk about my friend, y'all. Make me sad. The flash of sadness on your face brings immense guilt to King Cletus. The king lets out a sigh. Okay, thank you for letting me name Solana's child. He said it's just the right thing to do. Which brings us to another concern. A child should not be without a mother. We need to make a decision. Don't put that baby anywhere near Mara. Mara said, we have a number of empresses who are without children. I'm raising Prince Kairos, so my hands are quite full. Shut up, Mara. The rest of the empresses, including Jess, should be available, Your Majesty. I can't be nobody, mama. I got duties and stuff outside this palace. With so much going on around me right now, I'll only put CJ in danger. Especially when the queen is watching me like a hound, finding another way to crack me. If she get her hands on CJ, I can't even. The best way to keep him safe is probably to have somebody else I can trust to raise him. Okay, he said, would you like to raise Prince CJ Jess? Nope. Okay, I appreciate y'all thinking I'm a good mother, but nah. With my new madam duties on top of the duties I have outside the palace, my hands are tied, bro. He said, you were closer to Solana than anyone else. I trust you to know the best person to raise Prince CJ. Would you like to choose a mother for him? Okay, I gotta look at all the empresses. The consorts are definitely out of the question. Penelope has been keeping a low profile since the downfall of Madame Bianca. She did make it quite clear that everything she did was for survival. She's capable, no doubt, and she never got on the queen's bad side. In fact, she takes no sides, making her one of the safest options to raise CJ. I don't like her. Gwen is bold and gutsy. She's the type who would go all out to protect her loved ones. She actually has a lot in common with you. Okay, having Velia by her side can be helpful too. Prince CJ will practically have two great mothers that way. Solana's child will be showered with love. I want Velia to be it. Okay, they're both pretty good options. Your eyes wander as you struggle to make a decision. That's when you catch a glimpse of Madame Raquel. There's a different kind of shine in her eyes. You've seen that look before. Concubine Velia looked just like that when she saw Prince Kairos for the first time. She's a madam too, and she's been in the palace for so long. How come she never got pregnant? Only the Zubian princess would know the reason behind that. For so long, she managed to stay out of trouble, out of the queen's way. It's no easy task to keep the Amber Tiara for this long. It's always a cost. The truth is, with her madam title and Zubia behind her, as well as King Cletus's respect, even the queen will leave her alone, making her another great alternative. Yeah, I think I want concubine Gwen to raise CJ. I don't really want Gwen to raise him. I want Velia to raise him, but Gwen and Velia are close. Madame Raquel don't talk to nobody. And she might be taking that baby somewhere and we don't know what's going on with him. So, nah, I don't really know about Raquel. And then Penelope, I still don't trust her. I ain't forgot that she was kikiing with Bianca. She talked about everything she did was for survival and stuff. She was absolutely kikiing with Bianca about that powder that made that was supposed to ruin my face and ended up ruining Solana's face. All that. She was a part of that. She was a part of that scheme that Bianca set up to come to us with the BS. So I'm not here for Penelope. I ain't here for Raquel. Come on, Gwen. Come on, girl. She and Velia would love the heck out of CJ. I think Gwen would be a good mother, bro. I never seen concubine Gwen with such a huge smile before. Every time she smiled, it was either a bitter smile or she was just being sarcastic. This is the first time you've seen a genuine happiness in her smile. Okay, good. Nothing much needs to be said. You just know CJ's going to be a happy child. She said, I'll give Prince CJ all the happiness he deserves, Your Grace. Okay, King Cletus said, raising a child is a big responsibility, girl. You sure you'll be able to handle it? She said, I'm sure, Your Majesty. I won't be doing this alone. Velia will help too. Right. And Velia, y'all made Velia miscarry her baby, so she deserved this. This is not concubine Penelope. I don't know why this says Penelope, y'all. This is Velia. Velia said, indeed, Your Majesty. We'll raise Prince CJ together. Gwen said, thank you, Your Grace. You're welcome. You can see a slight hint of annoyance in Queen Mara's eyes. She has never been a fan of Gwen's attitude, and Velia, she hates Velia with a passion for something that wasn't even her fault. Okay, I trust Gwen, but she's still a powerless concubine. Until Queen Mara loses her ruby tiara, I need to watch out for Gwen, Velia, and CJ. Okay, King Cletus said one last thing. A madam gets an estate of her own in Ethania. I'm going to arrange the builders to get started on it. Until then, Jess, you can stay in Madame Dolores' old estate. He said, this ends the ceremony then. Mara said, congratulations, Madam Jess. Shut up, Mara. Raquel said, congratulations, Madam Jess. Glad to have another madam with me again. Cleta said, Jess, I understand you're supposed to start training the militia today, but so much has happened, I'd rather you take a break. Okay, it's fine, bro. I'm a madam now. I ain't gonna shy away from my duties. Gotta run this place, you know what I'm saying? King Cleta said, well then, just don't stress yourself out. Okay, I won't. Don't stress myself out, right? As if I have a choice in this matter. I ain't gonna stop until I drop kick Mara, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got the luxury of time to take a break. Queen Mara and House Salvador are definitely not taking breaks, right? It's like an upstream swim. I either keep pushing or stop and go down with the flow, getting devoured helplessly at the end. Hell nah, I ain't going down like that, right? Okay, meanwhile in the Gregorian Palace. Okay, y'all, look at this man plotting. I forgot his name. The commanding officer said, Your Majesty. Oh, King Nicholas. King Nicholas said, what's up, bro? He said, our explorers have come back from across the sea, Your Majesty. They found something that you might find interesting. Nicholas said, what have they found? He said, send her in. Send who in? Oh, shoot. Our men spent all winter and spring searching for land across the sea, Your Majesty. We found this woman on a fishing boat. It took us some convincing, but her parent finally agreed to trade her with some of the treasures we found. Not trade her. We figured a woman with this dark hair was worth all the treasures we found. Neela said, what's your name, girl? She said, my name is May, Your Majesty. He said, where you from? She said, I'm from the kingdom of Yena. It's a kingdom of dark-haired people. He said, a kingdom of dark-haired people? Are you saying where you come from, everybody has the same hair color as you? She said, yep. Dylan said, so you nothing special there. The officer said, bro, Your Majesty. He said, the reason that Jess woman in Ethania is so special is because she's the only dark-haired woman in all 5 kingdoms. Not just her hair. Everything about her is just so extraordinary. This dark-haired woman can't even look me in the eye when she talks. She nothing like Jess, and she not anything resembling a real night raven. She trash. Why you bring her here? The officer said, I understand, Your Majesty. Should I send her back to where she came from? He said, we traded our treasures for this. Might as well make her useful. Bathe her and get her ready in my chamber tonight. Oh my God. He said, yes, Your Majesty. Yo. King Neela said, while you're here, I want to know our progress on getting our elite soldiers into Ethania. He said, of course, Your Majesty. We have been disguising our elite soldiers as traveling merchants. Ethania has been tight on border patrol, but we managed to sneak a soldier in every fortnight. There's a total of 13 elite soldiers residing in Lord Rick's estate right now. Neela said 13 is not enough to sweep the Athenian palace. We need more than that. Tell him to be careful. I don't want King Cletus to be alerted. He said, yes, Your Majesty. Is there anything else I can assist you with? Neela said, where's my son? I need to talk to him. Okay, look at Prince Alec with his boo. Alec said, my belle. Do you know how much I love you, girl? She said, I love you too, Alec. I just wish. I know His Majesty has been sending letters to Queen Giselle again. Alec said, I keep telling you, boo. I only want you. Plus, a woman like Queen Giselle is probably too proud to marry a prince like me. Belle said, still don't take away the fact that I'm a commoner. His Majesty will never approve of this. Alec said, girl, my father about to die anyway. Right, he ain't gonna live forever. Even if I'm forced to marry, just know this. When the time comes, you will be my queen no matter what. Belle said, Alec. Oh, shoot, what? Somebody behind you. Alec said, what's wrong, Belle? Oh, what happened? Oh, shoot. He caught you. He caught you. Uh-oh, he just walked away. He caught you. Belle said, he saw us, Alec. His Majesty saw us. Alec said, Belle, you got to get out of here, girl. She said, but where can I go, Alec? I can't. Alec said, Father will not let you live, girl. You got to go. Get out of here. Listen, there's a carriage headed for Zubia today. Belle. She said, yeah, a carriage, Zubia. He said, yes, go and hide inside the carriage. All trading carriages pass through Ethania. I'm going to send word to Jess, asking for help. Belle said, Alec. Look, I do not have time to be dealing with this. I got too much on my plate.